Greetings, SD Minds, and welcome to our show match between our Hardrocker Esports League of Legends team and Simon Fraser University. My name is Wyatt Engel, and casting beside me is Joe Klinger. Joe, how do you feel about this matchup tonight?
I feel pretty good. I think that now that we have a varsity program at SD Minds here, that we have a really good chance at beating these guys.
Yeah, I completely agree. But before we hop on to Summoner's Rift, we're going to show this quick informational video to run down the rules of League of Legends. League of Legends is a team-oriented strategy game, where you and your 4 teammates must work together to destroy your opponent's base. Matches are played in a battle arena named Summoner's Rift. This map is divided into 3 separate lanes, top, middle, and bottom. Between these lanes is a shadowy area called the jungle. Minions will spawn at the nexus in the center of your base and march down these 3 separate lanes, attacking anything in their path. Being in the vicinity of your enemy's minions as they die will give you experience, which will help you level up and acquire ability points. Ability points can then be used to learn new champion-specific abilities or level up ones already known. Getting an experience advantage over your opponent is one of the best ways to shift the tides in your team's favor. Another way to gain an advantage is to gain more gold than your opponents. Gold will help you purchase items to increase your champion's abilities and defenses. You'll start to accumulate gold by last hitting minions and monsters, killing enemy champions, and securing objectives. After securing all the turrets leading to your opponent's base, you'll have to fight to destroy their base turrets leading to their nexus. After destroying the nexus, victory is yours. Now to introduce the starting lineup for the Hardrocker Esports League of Legends team. We have Sam Nesbitt, aka Undervalued, on the Malphite in the top lane. Alex Matthias, aka Void, on the Trundle in the jungle. Yuki Lewis, aka Yolki, on the Zoe in the mid lane. Raymond Hale, aka O'Harrowmate, on the Kaisa in the bot lane. And finally but not least, we have Avery Schroer, aka Grey Enigma, on the Thresh at the support role. Now to introduce the starting lineup for Simon Fraser University, I'll pass it off to Joe.
Alright, so Simon Fraser University has Aelith in the top lane playing Swain, Darian in the jungle playing Sejuani, Shimmy mid lane playing Akali, Erase in the bot lane playing Varus, and Zero playing support Shen.
All right, and both teams are spawning into Summoner's Rift. I could not be more excited for this show match between SD Minds and Simon Fraser University. And off they are to the races. How do you feel about this one, Joe?
I feel pretty good. I think that we got a pretty good lineup of champions on our team here at SD Minds, so I feel pretty confident about this one.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think some of their laning phases might be pretty rough, especially the top lane. That Malphite going into the Swain, you know, he might get poked out just because Swain being a ranged champion into Malphite, you know, an auto attack base champion. We'll have to see how that plays out. But for the most part, the team fight coming out of SD Minds should be quite impressive if they can get to that 20-minute mark and onward.
Yeah, I agree. I think that with the Malphite ultimate and just Zoe's long-range poke, I feel like, and Kaisa, late-game Kaisa also, we have a really good team fight comp.
Yeah, I completely agree. And just a fun fact, this is the first time all of these players on the Hardrocker Esports League of Legends team have played together. We just wrapped up tryouts this past Sunday, so they're looking to have a very strong performance in their very first showing. And Simon Fraser University, a very worthy foe.
Yeah, for sure.
So here we are, Void going to start it off with his red buff. Darian on the picking up his blue buff. And so the start of this match, I would assume, will start off pretty slow. You know, each team trying to feel out each other. Who's going to play aggressive? Who's going to go for those early all-ins? We'll just have to see. It looks like O'Harrowmate picking up some CS quite well there. Undervalued here, kind of getting zoned away from his wave, but still going to be able to pick that up as it bounces into his turret.
Yeah. the bot lane getting pushed in here a little bit, so we do have to be careful and watch out for Simon Fraser's level 2. They're going to get it before we do because they've killed more minions than we have.
Yeah, they will have an XP advantage. And Shen hits level 2. He goes in with the taunt. They're going to get the flash out of Grey Enigma. And that was a great level 2 out of 0. Just recognizing that he's going to hit that level spike before Grey Enigma on the Thresh. Goes in, gets the flash, and that will make the next all-in a little bit more deadly.
Yeah, definitely. Thresh is no longer safe from that again, so he'll have to play extra careful now that he's blown that summoner spell.
Yep, and here we have the jungles finishing off some of their camps. Darien here on his red buff. Void actually opting to pick up the scuttle first, but now kind of clearing out the rest of his camps there. And here we have Yoki on the Zoe, our star mid laner at SD Mines. We'll have to see how he faces off against Shymi. Shymi, a very talented player from Simon Fraser University. Here in the bot lane, we'll see Simon Fraser University kind of pushing SD Mines into their turret, kind of establishing some dominance, but they won't want to walk too close. You know, Grey Enigma might be able to throw out some of those death sentences and reel them closer.
Yeah, for sure. And Void is hovering around the bot side, so we'll see if he can maybe come down and help relieve some of that pressure here, but looks like he's not going to.
Yeah, he is feeling quite comfortable by picking up that scuttle. He grabbed both scuttles, which will put him at an XP advantage over the Simon Fraser University jungler. So he's got to be feeling comfortable with that, but with how these lanes are playing out, it'd be nice to see a gank from Void in either the top lane or the bottom lane.
Yeah. Malphite really, or Undervalued, really getting poked out by the Swain here. It's a little bit of a rough matchup for Malphite. At least they did earlier, but
yeah, Undervalued is, hopefully we see a gank in the top lane, essentially having Void go up there and try to get a kill on that Swain early. But here we have Trundle in the bot lane. Will they be able to pull anything off? Death Sentence misses, and that will spell the rest of that gank attempt. I think that's good to just have Void show his presence, show that, you know, SD Mines is not playing games here. You know, we're going for those early kills and a solid attempt.
Sure. Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate. Void walked over the Simon Fraser's vision ward there, so Simon Fraser's bot lane completely knew what was happening before it even happened. So
yeah, that is the advantage of putting down those early wards. Void was spotted out, and Simon Fraser University just knew to play safe in that situation. But here we have him coming in for another gank. Will this one be a little bit more calculated? Lantern going over, Flay from Grey Enigma. Death Sentence lands. Do they have the damage to burn down Zero? He taunts away, once again escaping death. But I'd say a good gank attempt. I mean, they weren't able to get the flash out of Zero, but I like the presence. They got some damage on the support, so at least alleviated a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, that's nice. Now Oharome will be able to farm a little bit safer in that lane.
Oh, here we have Shymi going in right as he hits level 6, picking up that first blood on Yoki. What a great play out of Simon Fraser University, and Yoki just almost getting away there, but just, you know, didn't quite have the disengage. We get the ignite out of Shymi, Yoki blowing his flash. So now Yoki at a little bit of a disadvantage there in the mid lane. We'll have to see how he's able to bounce back from that one.
Yeah, level 6 is when champions get their ultimate ability. So Shymi just hitting level 6 before Yoki was able to in that fight, and just capitalizing on that completely.
Yeah, that was great. A heads up from Shymi. Hopefully Yoki can bounce back. I think it is going to definitely swing things in the favor of Shymi, at least in that mid lane. And here we see Undervalued kind of scraping his way back into this matchup in the top lane. Still kind of pushed against his turret, so we'll have to see what he can do moving into the mid stages of this game. And now the first dragon has spawned there on the bottom side of the map. And I'll be interested to see which teams try to prioritize this one.
Yeah, it is a mountain drake that spawns first. So the mountain drake means that whoever takes the dragon, does more damage to turrets and future dragons and the Baron buff when it spawns as well.
Yep, all objectives on the map will be able to be secured a little quicker after capturing the Mountain Dragon. Here we see Darian kind of wandering his way down there. Looks like the bot lane will follow from Simon Fraser University. We'll have to see if they start this dragon up. SD Mines does have vision on it, so they at least know that they're walking around in this area. Simon Fraser putting down a pink ward there in the dragon pit, so that will deny all vision from SD